Man. Remember our 90%, 10% rule? So, no, I didn't want to go home for it. But we got off to a slow start tonight. We were really lethargic in the first half. And we didn't do anything right in the first half. Blew a lot of coverages. They pretty much had I thought it was a slam dunk contest all over. And they had multiple stars in that contest and just not Blake Griffin. But fortunately, they bounced back after the half. We got off to a terrific start in the third quarter. Outlaw sparked us. Jordan Farmar sparked us in that third quarter. We changed the lineup and put Outlaw in for Vujicic. And, we pretty much never looked back. Fortunately, we had a sellout crowd tonight, and the fans, boy, that's as loud as I've heard them this year. And you got to give them some credit for hopefully rattling the rims and making that free throw come out. So just overall a good night for us.
Avery, what does it say about you guys down 20 coming back, and even without Darren 2 nights?
Yeah, we're a pretty gutsy team. We've been in 2 triple overtime games this year, and the guys just never really quit. I just told them I was really disappointed with what I was looking at in the first half. And I didn't have a smile on my face either, but they bounced back. They rose to the challenge. And Jordan's big shots in the second half. What a second half performance from him. He had a really good game against the Clippers in LA when Devin was hurt. But he really came through. Brook was big for us down the stretch, demanding the ball, making strong moves. And what more can you say about Humphries? 19 and 20, wow.
On Wednesday, you said you're starting to win the close games.
Excuse me?
On Wednesday, you said now you're starting to win the close games at the beginning of the season that you didn't win.
Yeah, just closing better. We're making our free throws for the most part. We're at least getting a good catch in bounds, whereas we couldn't even get the ball in bounds sometimes in the first 30 games of the year, no matter what we drew up. So, again, our guys are just diligent. They just have such great attitudes. We probably practiced yesterday for every bit of 10 minutes. I asked Jordan to make a 3, and if he make a 3, practice is over, and he made the 3. And that same momentum and pressure carried over for him in the second half.
You talk about the job Humphries did against Blake Griffin?
Yes, Blake, man, he's a tough cover. He's so fluid, and he got a mixture of power and finesse. Even when we tried to foul him, we couldn't even foul him. But Humphries did a terrific job. He was really locked in tonight. Tried to save him in the first half. He had 2 fouls. And then we got some contributions there from Petro and Gab Zurich. They bought us some time because our small lineup with Outlaw at 4 in the first half really didn't pay any dividends for us.
Coach, Jordan went scoreless in the first half, 24 in the second half in overtime. What changed for him in the second half of the game?
We just started running more plays for him. Didn't run much for him in the first half. We started featuring him a little bit more in the second half, and the shots fell. And even when the ball bounced, we got an offensive rebound, and Jordan's teammates found him, and the ball went in for us. So right now, the ball's just kind of bouncing our way. It's a good feeling. But at the same time, the guys know we made a ton of mistakes tonight. We could have very well lost the game, but it's a great feeling, even with making some of those errors, that we were still able to come out on the winning side.
How much of
any overtime Humphries drew 2 consecutive charges? I mean, that was really kind of key.
Yeah, we were trying to do that a little bit early in the game, but they were out on the break so fast, we couldn't even get to a charge. But again, we got our defense set in the second half. Mixed up the little zone in there. They made a 3 on us one time when we were in it, but for the most part, it helped save a few fouls for us. But Humphries, his defense was really good.
To be able to go to Jordan at the resident point, how much of a benefit is that?
It's good, and we're gonna need that same type of fire, when Darren gets back. And he and Sandiatas, they've done a nice job for us in Darren's absence. But I don't want them to relax. We want them to know that they're still really a major part of what we're doing.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
you had 0 points in the first half, came back, scored 24, and then just kind of controlled the floor?
Not quite. I mean, I haven't had as much opportunity because I got a chance to start and play a lot of minutes. That's the beauty of the game. You know, trying to have a short memory, just trying to stay aggressive. I want to do it for my teammates more than anything. You know, they needed me out there, and it feels good to respond.
Avery said that he had a practice the other day. Said if you make this 3, we're done. You made it. Did
and
that
then I missed
pressure?
my first 5 out there, but I made some more down the stretch. And, that's the beauty of the game. You know, there's always tomorrow. There's 82 games in this league. You're going to get opportunities. You have to stay, mentally strong, mentally focused, and deal with the ups and downs.
Kris takes 2 charges on Griffin.
Huge. I mean, Humph was huge. And he has been for us all season. We call him Lumberjack. He's the guy who goes to work for us every day. He's the tough, the man on the floor, and he makes things happen. He rebounds, he guards the team, the best player. He's setting screens. He's doing all the little things to help our team be better. Just another example of that today. I want to see so I tried to be aggressive. Got a couple layups to go for me, and then the jumper started falling.
Even when you got shot blocked, you came right around, pulled it out.
Yeah, he fouled me, man. I was mad. I was going to get him back.
Jordan, what does it say about you guys to win without Darren and come back from 20 tonight and win both games without him?
It shows just our growth as a team. There's no way we really win this game. We get down and it's hard for us to get back, but we've grown a lot as a group. I think the London trip was good, bringing us all together and getting us away from here for a while, and just was us against everybody out there, and kind of spent a lot of time together. We went to dinners, got to know each other, and just this momentum is carrying, and it feels good.
Was that crowd today better than?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. They've been supportive all year long. 21 wins now, and they've been coming to every game and being very supportive. So it's nice to see them out there. We appreciate the love, and we're going to continue to try to work for them.
Thanks, John.
You can work your way. Yeah. If I went 0 for 5 and I was playing like I did in the first half, I would have never had another opportunity. I would have to wait till the next game, and then you never know how it unfolds from there. So, yeah, I mean, it's a perfect example of just being on the floor. You have opportunity to be successful.
How tough is it to be out there when you see Griffin at the line? There's 1.2 seconds left. He's got to miss. I mean, what are you thinking?
Miss. I mean, that's really it. I was going to try to get my hands on the ball and make a shot, half court or somewhere around there, and I was feeling good, and I just didn't want to lose, especially the way we fought back tonight.
How do you like the chance getting to take a lot of the big shots now?
Oh, I love it. As little kids, that's what you dream of. Playing in the NBA, clock winding down, being able to be the one making the plays or taking big shots. Just try to step up for my teammates. Darren here had a beautiful addition to his family, so I got a chance to play. It was good for me, good for us, and glad we got 4 in a row.
All right. How we stayed with it. It was tough. A lot of things didn't go our way. First half, I think we weren't aggressive enough to start the game. They got too many easy transition dunks and all that. It's easy to play basketball when you get to just run on the court and dunk the ball. And some tough calls. We were able to fight through it. Jordan Farmar came to play the second half and lit him up.
In the overtime, the 2 charges you took on Griffin, I mean, did you sense him to get frustrated?
Well,
why? I mean, how did
yeah, I mean, he's more of a open court player, run lobs, catch stuff off penetration. So I felt comfortable guarding a man up in the post. And, I got a call to go my way. It brushed me off with the off arm on the one offensive foul, ran me over in the second. So, it's just my contribution. Brooke played great. Made some unbelievable moves down the stretch. That up and under was phenomenal, and we just closed it out.
With at the end of regulation, when he's going up to make that, to try that attempt at game-winning dunk, what are you thinking? Just by any means, don't let him make that dunk?
Oh yeah. I got a piece of Brooke, I think, got to his body. But he's a 60% free throw shooter, so percentages worked out at the end of the game.
It's a team game, but it's based on individual matchups. In yours, what you did on offense and, you know, frustrating on defense. Did you win your matchup tonight?
You know, he's a phenomenal player. He's done his thing. He's all-star. Done everything. You know, I look at it as, you know, I got to go out there and battle, whether I'm playing against him or anyone else. And you know, it's a team game. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I win the matchup. It matters if we win the game. So that's the way I look at it.
You talked about playing physical with him.
Yeah.
And you seem to do it. You seem to make it work today.
Yeah. You know, I got hit with some questionable fouls to start the game. It really was difficult to play through that. And once the second half, I was able to get back to playing aggressive basketball, I guess you should say.
How do you feel Jordan's developed over the course of the year?
Who?
Jordan Farmar.
You know, he doesn't get a lot of credit for, you know, being a point guard. I don't know if anyone's watched, you know, the time that I've spent on the floor with him. He really you know, gets me going, breaks down the D, lobs. To me, he's a really good point guard, and he can also score the ball too. So when Darren gets back, you know, look to see those guys on the floor together a lot. And you know, with Darren's size, he makes up for some of Farmar's lack of size.
You guys, I'm sorry. Especially the way you were playing in the first half, you were giving them so much transition. Really,
Yeah.
that's their game, and it was
Right. I mean, it's frustrating. DeAndre Jordan started the game and was able to get position and just dunk the ball twice underneath the basket. And then, you know, they got out and got transition dunks. You know, it's really hard to win like that. Everyone's getting their confidence on their team. You know, shoot, if I got to run on the floor, 3-4 dunks to start the game, you know, God, we would have been up by, you know, 20 or 30. So, you know, we bounced back from that. Coach got after us at halftime, and we responded.
Motivation that outdone Griffin? You were.
No, I mean he's a great dunker, and you know, that's what he does. To me, it's just about helping my team. I got to play physical, try to take him out of his game a little bit. And, you know, at the end of the day, win the game. You know, it's not about me versus him. It's about us versus them.
Kris, you kind of, when we talked on the phone, you talked about how much you guys have kind of, you grew in London. Do you feel like you guys have taken the next step? What's been the difference?
I think our confidence is higher. I think we're getting more efficient offensively. We really struggled to score the ball to start the game, but we were able to bounce back and you know, look to throw you know, potentially Darren Williams, a phenomenal point guard, back in the mix. You know, look at what we got there. You know, we're trying to move forward and you know, really finish this year strong and see where we're at.
Did the sellout crowd help to energize the team?
Yeah, always, you know, having people at the game really helps, and you know, we're looking to always have that support. So if you're watching or listening, come out to every game. We need you there.
Kris, have you looked at the standings at all? You guys are 5.5 games back with 18 left.
I don't focus on that. You know, I'm one game at a time. I say it all the time. You know, I just happen to know that we play Boston next, but usually I don't know right after the game. So.
What is it?